What's up, everybody? This is IllMuzik.com. I'm Mr. Fade, and welcome to the first episode of Attack of the Beats. You got it. I got it. Attack of the Beats. Used to be Beats Weekly, but if you were following on the forums, I was saying that the thing was that I couldn't keep up with it every week. I had so much stuff going on the site. Plus, you know, sometimes people wouldn't submit their beats or whatever. So whatever. And plus, it's we're going on almost a year now. Actually, it's gone by pretty fast, man. I think the first episode was in August last year. So it's we're going on almost a year. So maybe it's just time to change it up. So anyway, Attack of the Beats, IllMuzik.com. This is it. I was gonna call it something else like beat that, beat it, beat me, whatever, just to kind of go with the other competitions. But I said, yeah, let's change it up. Fuck it, change it up. So here we are, Attack of the Beats. Let's get right to it. We got 5 beats, and we're gonna start off with a newcomer, Leo Menza, with Amazing. Let's check it out.
Leo Menza Productions. Got 'em.
Alright. So that was Leo Menza with Amazing. Now this beat, I love the synths when it first starts off, especially the low end of the synth. It's really good. And then when you all of a sudden drop in the drums, it's not the kind of drums I was expecting, really. I didn't expect that kind of sound to go with those synths, but it works. Except that I would just say the 808, I would say just, you know, scale back a bit. I mean, do what you gotta do, bring it down, compress it, whatever. But it was a little too overwhelming, the kick, I find. So I would say just bring that down a bit. And the snare, maybe add some kind of, it was kind of dry, so maybe some kind of reverb or something like that on top of it. But other than that, I like the synth, the vocal loop you had going through. Then you did have some kind of synthy violin thing going on the hook, and that I wasn't crazy about. But the main synth, I loved. It sounded really good. And what I like about the whole beat, though, was the whole beat. Everything just, like, it just fit, you know? Like, I mean, like, it was just, like, a good composition, I should say. Like, it was just well-structured, something like that. So that's a good one. Newcomer, right, to the show, I think, right? So, good beat. I like it. Keep it up, man. Before we get on to the next competitor, I just want to let you know, of course, we got the radio shows. I'm about to do IllMuzik Radio, the new episode. I think it's episode 5. And then Relic with Carolina Cuts. That shit's booming. So he's got episode 18, I think, coming up. So make sure you check that out. Go to IllMuzik.com. You got the radio tab right there. You click that shit. Takes you right to the radio. And boom, there you are. Radio shows all over the place. And then hopefully, with your support, just give us some feedback. Give us some feedback, whether it's on YouTube or whether it's on the site itself or forums or whatever. Let me know. Let Relic know. Let everyone know what you think of the shows. That way we'll know if it's working or not or whatever. Same thing with this show. Give me some feedback. Let me know if the show's good. If it sucks, fuck you. But otherwise, let me know. All right, so next up, we got a regular on this show. Also, just added to the IllMuzik roster, to the IllMuzik Records label roster. We got Metal 4 with Earth Assignment. Let's check it out.
Ladies, it's how it seemed to me. My hometown is like a whole different scenery. I'm letting you know.
Right. So don't forget, I can't remember what I said on the last show, but anyway, we got all these different sections on the site now. So when you go to IllMuzik, you got the production tab, hip hop, then you got radio, and then records, the record label, and then there's also the movies. So the movies, even though I need to write some more of the movies though, but the reason why I have it is because the movies today suck. It's just, I want to write about something good, some good movies, not just anything. You know what I mean? So the same thing goes with the other articles, whether it's hip-hop or production or whatever, is that, there may not be tons of articles all the time, especially with the news and all that. Because, you may go to other sites and there's always constant updates of hip-hop news, let's say. But to me, I could do that all day too, but to me, those articles are pointless. I don't want to know if this rapper, chipped his tooth or if this producer tripped over a media cable. I couldn't care less. I want to give you good articles, good news, good stuff, because there's a million sites out there that are writing the same shit over and over again every day. It's the same stuff. So I want to make sure I write something that is going to be good for you guys. So that's why you should check out the articles, check out all the sections, and post in the forums too. Just post in the forums. Like I said just previously, let us know. Let us know how the show's going. And especially for the articles, though, let us let me know if I'm writing an article. Let me know if you like the article or not. Let me know. But also the forums. There's people signed up in the forums every day. New people sign up every day. You may not see it, but they just don't post. Maybe they're just scared or something. I don't know. Whatever. They just don't talk much or whatever. But for those of you that do post in the forums, just post in the forums, man. Just, I know it's hard because of sites like Facebook, everybody just goes on Facebook. They're like, hey, I just ate a donut. And everybody's all, yeah, right. So in the forums, it's different. It's a community, so it's not like Facebook. I understand that. But hey, if you do take the time to drop by the forums, take the time to say, what's up? What's up? So that was Metal 4 with Earth Assignment. Once again, bringing the heat. The one thing about Metal 4, man, your drums, I always say you have very good drums. The one thing I don't like about the drums is that they sound, maybe it's, I don't know, it's like too much reverb or something, or I don't know why. It's sometimes the drums seem very thin compared to the rest of the track. And in this case, kind of the same thing. But it fits very well with this track. Sometimes I've heard some of your beats where I would say, no, the drums shouldn't really sound like that. But, excuse me, Mom. But you should, what was I saying? Yeah. So those drums, they fit well in this track. And I like the fact that you have the most def sample. That really, to me, is what put that beat over the top. So I really like this beat. Good job, man. Good job. This is going to be tough this week. I don't know. Next up, we got Playboy with Music. Let's check it out. So that was Playboy with music. I don't think Playboy has been on the show before. I don't know if you pronounce it like that, whatever. But see, at the beginning, when the bass comes in, so when the bass is by itself on its own, I was just kind of, I don't know. But it does sit well in the track with everything else. It sits well underneath. It sounds okay. I would like to hear that same bass line instead with some kind of like a sub bass instead of that bass. But if you did do that, obviously, then you'd have to ease off on the 808. It'd be too muddy then. But try it with a sub bass. See how that sounds. The synth I like. I figure it's something that would be really good in the club or somebody riding around with. But when you come in, what I liked what you did was the fact that you just sounded really creative on the track. The fact that each time around it changed up. It was a different sound you're using and all that stuff, different pattern. So that was good. And it almost sounded like a horror movie beat. I mean, I was picturing somebody getting stabbed when I listened to this beat. I mean, I love it, you know? I love the fact that it was just kind of like really crazy, this beat. I mean, it wasn't like, it's not necessarily my favorite style, but it's a crazy sounding beat. So I was like, yeah. But I could definitely see this in the club. The only real thing I think you should change big time is the drums, because it's a very lazy pattern, and if that's what you're going for, that's great, fine. But I would say do this, but try to like get some not faster drums, but like just get like more of a quicker pattern going instead of just like boom, boom. That's what just kind of makes the track lazy. Like, okay, because I'm trying to bob my head to this, and then instead I'm just kind of waiting for the kick and snare to hit, kind of thing. So change that with the drums. But other than that, I like the synth. Good job. Next up, we got Sober Minded Music with Holy Ground. Let's check it out. So if you go to IllMuzik.com, because that's what this is, IllMuzik.com, Attack of the Beats, and I just did an article. It's guns and hip hop, a huge long article. I was just talking about the relation of guns and violence and hip hop culture, because if you read the story, read the article, you'll see that in it I was talking about it was Young Jeezy that had a concert here in Canada. It was in Toronto, then over in London, and both nights, back-to-back nights, there was shootings in the club. So it's crazy. And then he was supposed to perform here, and then that was canceled because they were worrying that there'd be some more violence or something. So that's when I was like, let me write something about this, because nobody really addresses it. Last time I checked, I don't think anybody commented yet. Whatever. Maybe they're scared, man. They're scared. It's guns. It's me typing, so maybe they're scared or some shit. I don't know. So you should go check out the article. Let me know what you think. Guns and hip hop. All right, so that was Sober Minded Music with Holy Ground. I like this beat a lot. What I like is the composition. the structure of the beat, very, very good. And the drum work was really good and had me nod my head. And the bass line fit so well with the rest of the melody. Very, very good. And what I really liked was the fact that as I'm listening to the beat, I just kept waiting to see, you know, what you're going to bring in next, what sound you're going to bring in next, because it just seemed like you're kind of changing it up the whole way through. I love it, man. I love this beat. Really good. The drums, the synth, the bass, everything just matches. Everything just sounds right. Everything just sounds good together. Good job. Last up, we got the last beat. We got Mr. Tory Hooks with Hood Gospel. Let's check it out. Alright. So that was Tory Hooks with the last beat called Hood Gospel. Now, see, I love the fact they used that sample because samples like that are very hard to sample because, I mean, it's just, you can't really do too much with it except loop it. And that's what you did. You looped it, and it sounds really good the way you did it. The problem is that, again, it's just the loop. It's just the same thing throughout the whole 2 minutes. So for something like that, usually the case for me, what I would do is just have the sample playing normally on the hook, let's say, and then you put some kind of low frequency on it, and then muffle it, you know, all the way through the verse, and then bring it back again like full volume and stuff. Try doing something like that because that's really the only thing you can really do with samples like that, where you're just kind of looping it and stuff. But with this sample, what you should do first of all is bring the volume up because it was pretty low in relation to the drums. So I would say bring the sample up, and the bass line, the pattern's fine, but I would say do away with that bass. Put in like a sub bass or something, or maybe even just use like a get rid of the bass line and use an 808 or something like that. But other than that, I mean, I like the sample, but like I said, maybe that's the only thing you can really do with something like that. So I understand why you just kind of looped it all the way through. But other than that, I like the sample. I like the way you used it. I like the drums. Like I said, the bass, just changed the bass sound, but the pattern's fine. Good job, man. I like this beat. I like it. So that's it. That's it for the show. This is the first show of Attack of the Beats. Attack of the Beats. And that's it. We've covered everything. And so go to IllMuzik.com, upload your beats. You'll see Attack of the Beats. Upload it there. Send it in for the next show. And don't forget to check everything else, the radio shows, the forums, the articles, everything, man. And give me some feedback. Let me know how the show is and all that shit, whatever. And that's about it. I'm Mr. Fade. This is it. Here's your winner.